I mean, I understand Reddit has a very, very bad reputation right now. And if Kirsche, one of the sweethearts that's going around right now, doesn't like them, well, it won't do them any good.
Let's do a little salt mining. So, as you guys know, one of the birthday gifts from my honorable chatters was this billboard in Lowell, Massachusetts.
That's freaking awesome. That's honestly awesome. It will help her. It would spread her message. It's beautiful. It's honestly a freaking beautiful present. Awesome.
Unfortunately, Lowell is a college town, so people apparently started seething real fucking fast about this billboard existing because they are filled with nothing but lies and propaganda. There are 594 comments. Holy shit. I enjoy the seething I've seen in the thread. Around 89% of what's been said about Kirsche is in-house rumor mill slop. The site is becoming widely too happy to keep spreading. True. I think the number one source people link for why I'm a terrible person is this crazy paused Reddit thread that if you have any sort of brain cells, you immediately realize the things they're posting as evidence that I am some sort of white supremacist Nazi are either jokes or being clip champed. One of the things they post is Ty. Ty is literally a fucking moderator for me.
Damn. Hey, it is what it is. Reddit will do Reddit things.
And he posted a joke making fun of the people who had been calling me Ku Klux Kirsche because that's fucking retarded. And these...
That's funny. That's just funny as fuck.
People on Reddit do not have the IQ to understand that someone is joking about people who have been harassing me, and that's why I retweeted that one thing. They're just like, oh, that's clearly what she calls herself. This isn't a joke. This is real. Yeah, somebody unironically with a KKK nickname wouldn't have been banned on all platforms by now. Way to go. You have the intelligence of a literal gnat. No, Kirsche's whole family is not Aryan Brotherhood. What? Who said that? Her family's estranged mother got into that lovely group of society and attempts to keep getting attention and drugs. She does not go about preaching replacement theory. She stated word-for-word quote from two-tier Kier, a far-left leader with socialist-aligned policies that line up too well with the average Reddit good guy political compass. This is true. And then also, during this entire debacle, during the past few months, Hillary Clinton also came out and said the exact same thing as Keir Starmer. So unless Keir Starmer and Hillary Clinton are both hidden Nazis, I don't really know what exactly is going on anymore.
Freaks will do freak things. It's just normal. The thing is, the movement just tries to it's cannibalizing itself, and it lashes out at you because you're one of the walls that just keeps them, away from normal people so they can step each other. So yeah, thank you, Kirsche, by the way, just in case.
Many other rumors you're repeating in this thread are spouted by an autogynephiliac fetishist who is still upset they couldn't join an all-girls ASMR group with his fart and burp fetish shit. I'm honestly surprised this has an updo.
No.
Right? I would have thought this would have gotten down-duded into oblivion. You lost a couple friends because they believed the bullshit and knew you watched me, but fuck them. That is insanity, dude. So she had a whole spat where she pressed legal action against the companies who defamed her for calling her a bigot and won. Y'all can downvote me all you want. Doesn't change the legal aspect that she was defamed, pressed legal action, and won. And I think the most annoying thing is that even though I did win, anal violence achieved what they sought, which was to poison the well in general.
Nah, that's always, that's just something that just happens. Their goal wasn't to actually do some damage. They did it. They lost in the court of law, but the court of law it's not being fair. It's justice, and justice is the absolute minimum that can happen to scum, to a freaking to somebody who is actually a criminal, like those people. I would, if you want to see, or how I see it, is it's like this. Justice is the bare minimum we want to see in a society. Fair is you damage the thing or do the same damage to the person as they did to a different person plus 20%. What would be good is if somebody F's around, you just go full berserk on their ass and give them 2 times, 3 times, 10 times as many as punishment from the thing that they did. That's how I see it.
Because now, even though those articles were taken down, people have, like, different cope reasons for why they were taken down, and it has nothing to do with, like, the truth of the matter. And in addition to that, regardless of if they're taken down, people will still repeat that nonsense as if it is true anyways.
Yeah.
So, like, these people, like, threatening to go to, like, the city council and whatnot, it makes me feel like I have to also contact the city council and be like, hey, I've been a victim of a harassment campaign. I, was threatening a lawsuit against this company. These people are trying to implicate your city hall and its employees.
Yeah. That's, by the way, a good thing. Just do it, talk to the people, and most of the times you come better out. I know entity, Sevus, and yes, I agree with you. The reason I believe that peaceful no wars, absent can't exist war, is in human nature, and when you don't have a common enemy to fight, you turn to yourself. Not exactly. I don't think that humans are inherently wanting something as war. Humans are inherently bloodthirsty, and they need to squash the bloodthirst in some kind of way. Be it in a game, be it somewhere else, be it just fighting each other. It's possible to live in peace, but it's not possible to actually, let's just say, squinch the bloodthirst just by being peaceful, giving flowers out and something like that. Now you need something to actually get that thing out.
Employees in a harassment campaign against me. All right, like, it's just, oh god, it's a lot. It's annoying. Imagine being such a butthurt loser. You call your local city leaders to whine about a VTuber billboard. You people need to touch grass immediately. So many subhuman beasts slandering the Foxy. See, all the new comments are great. I love the billboard because it's making so many people mad because she has different opinions on the Reddit echo chamber. Nice to see some people with functioning brains in here who actually watch her and know what they're talking about. Not surprised there's a bunch of Redditors being seething retards who believe anything that those ignorantly hate her spew. Can't wait to see this post on stream. Hello! My wife's black son really hates this billboard. My favorite Foxu. The amount of seething retards is hilarious. It is. That's a bunch of absolute freaks getting pissed about this. Touch some grass. The echo chamber is loud. Funny seeing the usual...
See, I understand that one, viewer. As I said, freaks. Yes, those are freaks. Just... It is what it is.
Cancel culture warriors out here shitting their pants over an anime fox woman who happens to be a conservative, while spouting the same bullshit lies about her spread by complete psychopaths. If you want to take this side of a nut job like Anna Valenz, who wants women enslaved in breeding camps, and is on literal audio record stating they want to rape women, maybe you should reassess what you think is right and wrong, because your morals are fucked. If you believe scum like Bint and Yara, who think children can consent to taking life-altering drugs...
this is something that... Nobody should be R-worded, nobody should get life-altering drugs if it's not necessary for their survival. And I don't think that children that just want to, make a gender bender need to do it when they are 10. Let them grow up first. If they then decide to do it, it's fine. I think that every single one of us was a teenager at one point, for fuck's sake. Yeah, confusing time, that one.
There may be something wrong with you. Holy shit, this guy fucking frying pan. Seems Reddit doesn't like VTubers that much. Kirsche's chill. Guess they want to paint her as a bad person. Anime racism. Had the most laughs in months on Reddit reading through this thread. God, this makes me so happy to read all the sad Redditors losing their minds about a cute and funny internet fox woman. Wait a minute. The amount of foolish, uninformed commentary on a billboard is absolutely hilarious. No real research done. Just a bunch of opinion pieces from the same circle of uninformed people. Thanks for the entertainment. And this is like going to see the monkeys at the zoo. Love watching them pantomime being human, too. I love her. Seethe more losers. I don't think she's a Nazi because I've not heard her talk widely about any race or anything like that. She's talked about individuals she disagrees with, and as far as I know, she hasn't called for harassment of anyone she talks about. True!
Fair enough.
She absolutely has talked about race. Like what? Imagine using this as a source. Holy shit. Jesus fucking Christ, you're all over this thread coping and seething. The salt is delicious, though. Did she kidnap your whole family? Just happy to piss on a little loser Hitlerite heads. Nazis aren't welcome here. What are the chances that I'm older than this person having a hissy fit? Therefore, I have more claim to Massachusetts than they do. Mate, you're the one pissing on yourself at this point. Again, does she have your family hostage? Please keep...
No, by the way, I don't think that she's older the person, because you would be surprised how many actual old people that had a way too good of a life talk about this stuff in a way that's quite frankly disgusting in my eyes. And that are older than you. Yeah. It's not just the young bucks. The young people actually wake up to this entire thing. They aren't as zombified as the older people. And I mean, the older people are dying out slowly but surely. So this problem will solve itself earlier than later. So it just takes time.
Keep going through the tears. They should never stop. He said, nah, I'm laughing at the revolving door of dickless dweebs screaming, nuh-uh, and then running away when proof of what a complete trash bag she is gets posted. This guy has such a little idea of what he's talking about and is so sure of being right. Those kinds of people are hilarious and yet unironically dangerous. Because, like, their stupidity can actually deal damage to people.
Yep.
You've been on this thread whining the whole day. You're definitely not laughing. Again, it's hilarious, though. Never stop. Maybe you should go over there and tear the billboard down yourself. Do it, wussy. I don't remember where it was, but somebody was saying that it was a shame the billboard is so high up because they couldn't sticker bomb it. I'm like, holy shit, derangement. Trust me, It's very funny seeing you bottom-feeding losers get in line to try the same limp dick lines again and again. Imagine simping for a worthless Nazi. I wish this man a very nice, his bloodline ends with him. Someone said, okay, buddy, you're pathetic.
Oh, frick, this one was good. A very nice, this bloodline ends with you. Oh, this is so beautiful. Yeah, I have to. I'm stealing that fucking...
So in your own words, you would just leave the Nazi billboards up? You sure do love talking about dicks is what you're taking up the ass, not up to par. Again, you're a wussy just seething and pissing here on Reddit instead of making an actual impact. Holy shit, you're back!
Yes, as I said, a lot of those Marxists are between their 30s and 50s, yes. Basically, well, it's shocking. It's, as I said, it's really shocking. It's also disgusting. Yeah, as soon as I actually talk to those people, I am just shocked how many of those are in the freaking age group of me and are just dumb as fuck, dumb as a stone. I am just getting baffled every day by it.
Bad at this. Do you know what in your own words means, or do you jackboot sniffers share a single brain cell? You've been pissing and whining about this the whole day, and the Nazi billboard you claim is still up. I fear you don't even have a single brain cell working. You're very bad at this. Can't even make actual change. Very boring. And the retard says, very boring is right. You've got some real damage in your skull. No wonder you're simping for the Nazi. She's not gonna fuck you, bro. Neither is the 3D model she pretends to be so you can come. Yes, Kirsche Verstal, renowned ASM artist, making men come.
Flashback.
Yeah, when you get home from work, I'm gonna lick your hard cock.
End of flashback.
That's my content. The Bostonian lesbian biker voice gets you pretty hard. What the fuck? Gotta love when somebody's only attempt at insults is, oh yeah, you're gay. Best of luck when you're out of grade school. Does your mom know you're gay? How does this go on for 15 minutes?
Hey, the word you're gay is coming back. Yep, that insult is coming back. I am so happy about it. It was such a non-offensive thing. Even for F's sake, even gay people use it. Yes, gay men that I know use this as an insult. Yeah. Not even as a hard insult. It's just funny to them. So why would I hear from a freak like Rick FM here? Oh, that's bad. No. Go between normal people. Touch some grass. Talk to people. Actually talk to them. Especially those who are actually, well, davon betroffen. And just hear them out. Normal people don't give a fuck about this because they actually have other problems. You don't.
More replies. What is this? Your source is Abinted, a person that dedicated his life to smearing her in any way they can. Today I learned just playing an unedited clip of a person saying racist shit for 2 minutes is smearing them. The clip that they posted is literally me talking about how it's kind of crazy to spend, what was it, like £2 million or some shit on building a mosque in an area that isn't even majority Muslim. That seems a little crazy, and it's like they call it like a mega mosque or some shit.
Is.
Like that seems.
Nothing against religions, but if you're doing that, that's pretty. It's not normal. Let's just say it like that. It's definitively not normal.
Kind of crazy. And I'm using the fucking same talking point that Keir Starmer literally said himself months earlier. Before we continue, explain why it's racist and saying great replacement theory isn't enough. Calling the mere existence of mosques a hostile takeover is pretty bluntly racist. That's not racist. Mosques aren't part of a race. It's a religion. And no, saying great replacement is enough. It's straight up a racist theory to subscribe to, let alone parrot to your fan base, these people. When I say saying great replacement isn't enough, I say it because a lot of people just parrot it without...
No. Entity, I don't even agree that they get punched. They just get ostracized as freaks and then just thrown out of society. It is what it is. If they come with hate, most people just won't punch them because they know it's not worth the trouble. I'm gonna say though, well, let's just say Ausnahmen bestätigen die Regel. So exception proved the rule. I had a run with some stop oil fuckers. So yeah, let's just say that there were 3 people more that actually had to go to the vet afterwards. I don't even see them as human beings.
Knowing what it is. It's not the mere existence, it's questioning why the government is spending so much on it. The replacement theory is racist, we can agree on that, but the idea that a government trying to do a demographic replacement isn't. There will be people mad because they don't like the race of the people coming in, and there will be people mad because they just don't trust the intentions of the ones in charge bringing them in. There's a lot of nuance to these things, you know? And I mean, again, my stance when I've talked about this is, again, exactly what Keir Starmer and Hillary Clinton both said. That the demographic replacement is due to cheap labor. They want cheap labor. They don't want to pay the native citizens what they deserve to be able to live and work in their own countries. Demographic displacement is not great replacement. You hate their disingenuous lies and bullshit. I mean, it's more propagandistic to just call everything great replacement because as soon as you smear someone with that, it makes them like a black mark, right? Because when somebody says great replacement, the first thing I think of are like the people who are just like, the Jews are trying to get rid of all the white peoples. And it's like, I have literally never said that a single fucking time.
Yeah.
Considering
You shouldn't, by the way. We have other problems that are way bigger than this, than just somebody just talking out of their ass. So yeah. But there are a lot of problems that you can talk about that are racially motivated or that are motivated by actual greed to actually replace workers with low, well, basically people who will do the same job for half of the price. That's bad. That is just bad. The more people in, the worse it gets. So,
also defends the use of slurs and claims white people are the real victims in life. I'm going to go ahead and say she knows exactly what the Great Replacement conspiracy theory is. I do, and that's how I know you guys are using it disingenuously to smear me. And also, of course, I defend the use of slurs. Any person who is against censorship would defend the use of slurs even if they do not like them. And especially when they realize that we have a double standard right now, where you are allowed to be racist towards certain groups of people, but you're not allowed towards other groups of people. You should either, right, allow all forms or not allow any forms. The double standard is what gets even the normies upset. She knows what it is, never said she didn't. I'm saying that a surprising amount of people who...
By the way, those things coming back, did you hear that there is a party in Japan? Wants to bring back Imperial Japan to the greetings, a lot of support, and here... I heard of it, yes. And what do I think about it? I mean, Japan can do what Japan does. I don't think it's a good idea, but it's none of my business. Let's just say it like that.
Say you don't know what it is and just parrot she's a Nazi because great replacement theory. I'm gonna need context on the white people are the real victims in life thing, because that's me. Or that's new to me. Does he link the, a serious discussion about Kirsche versus Stahl and her bigotry. And I love how, like, they post my tweet that's true every time we read an article about autogynephiliac males. They always leave out the fact that I say most trans activists. So, like, this one's easily debunkable. Kirsche supporting Asmongold for saying every trans kid is actually a victim of a parent with a mental illness. What happened to every vegan cat? What happened to that? Also, Asmongold is not a Nazi. Kirsche weighing in on the Worcester Mass City Council voting to be a sanctuary city for transgender and gender diverse people. Even trans people, even actual dysphoric people, thought that those at the Worcester City Council were fucking crazy. They look like clowns. They dress like attention whores. They're not doing anyone any favors.
Yep.
Dog whistling about how trans women are a threat to lesbians. It's like mental illness. Yeah, this all sounds like mental illness to me, man. Let's see what desires are. Oh, I'm talking about the glossary for curious minds. I don't even remember where the fuck this is. But this had like a million different genders. It put in like BDSM, bondage, and other assorted like fetish language with their genders and sexual identities. Yeah. This is just absolutely absurd. A lot of Reddit doesn't allow X links. That's probably what it is. It was a dating app. Of course, it's this retard. FFF is a threesome where all humans involved identify as women. If you're gonna have like an FFF thing where you include all individuals who identify as women, how are lesbians who are lesbian by definition are going to find an FFF that doesn't involve men? Is my question. Yeah, true. I stand by what I said. If you have a penis, you can't be a lesbian. I was like, that's not controversial, that's just true.
Yeah, even by their own standards. If a woman transitions, she just becomes the thing she transitioned to. Or a man, in this case. Yeah, it is what it is. So, no matter how you just put it, how you take it, it doesn't make sense after a while. It just doesn't. No matter how you actually look at it, it's just dumb.
I don't understand. Now we get these biological women claiming to be men perpetuating shootings. Is it all the testosterone? If they're hyped up on testosterone, is that what's finally going to bring female shooting statistics in line with males? This is literally a joke. You can tell this is a joke by the way that I say it. What? I even have fucking Mr. Medicare on screen. Please. Thank you. So now we get these biological women claiming to be men perpetrating shootings. Is it all the testosterone? If they're hyped up on testosterone, is that what's going to finally bring female shooting statistics in line with males? Wow.
Yep.
Wow, imagine having a joke. Her fan name is Ku Klux Kirsche, a fact she openly acknowledges through retweets. No, it's not. This is my moderator making a joke about people harassing me, calling me that. That's not my name. No one who likes me calls me that. No one thinks I am part of the KKK. And he even said, get ready for this killer Keemstar cock. Gonna glaze you like a Dunkin' Donut. And they still took this seriously. How are these people real? Jesus, Kirsche celebrating Hitler's
freaks. Fair enough. As I said, freaks.
Birthday month. I clicked on this once before, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, this was like when another subreddit was seething at me, and they were seething at me for making a joke about Hitler's name, and then they also made jokes about Hitler in the same thread, because it's okay for them to joke about Hitler, but if I joke about Hitler, that means I love him somehow? So some fucking, what the fuck? How does this logic work? Absolutely insane to believe this shit. And hopefully anybody who ends up posting this Reddit thread as any kind of proof of what a terrible person I am just gets laughed at into oblivion, because that is...
Now, I think this could be a good case after... If Ethan Klein wins his battle against the staff redditors and such, I think that this would be also a good case of actually suing them, getting their names and showing those freaks that this kind of stuff has consequences. I mean, free speech and all is fine. Yeah, I understand it, but nah. If you're hounding someone or going for a witch hunt, nah. That's too far.
The minimum that they deserve. I've seen this person online. She actually said she would report me and my wife's boyfriend to ICE and get us deported. I couldn't believe somebody could be that bigoted in the present day. Oh no, the ant dude guy didn't recognize it was a joke. No BS, she actually told me and another content creator that she hoped Project 2025 would put us in ovens! Him and Jim! I got a double basket air fryer on my counter just for the two of them!
Put them in oil like freaking pommes frites. Oh, freak me. Cook them. H3 will win the lawsuit. Yeah, I think so. But it will still take some time. In the oil fryer. Leftist pommes.
Oh my god, the soy in this thread could grow man tits on prime Arnold Schwarzenegger. The blatant misinfo about Kirsche is also hilarious, but liberals aren't known for being genuine. Kirsche gets to keep going while Colbert just got canned. You love to see it. True. It's fucking wonderful. A bitch is as liberal as they come herself. If this were the 80s, she would just be another run-of-the-mill Democrat. She and her people are kill on sight on the Free Republic. This has got to be a communist, because, like, what? Feel free to post your opinions and comment without inappropriate language. Oh, man, I wonder what they said. Lots of seething, predators are dilating, fucking awesome. Oh, yeah. You people are too used to the idea that your opinion matters and that you can cancel somebody. For the last 10 years, any kind of right-wing opinion would get you banned on Twitter and fired from work. Any kind of, maybe we shouldn't let millions of people in our country who don't even speak our language and don't respect our culture and laws would end up with that person being called a Nazi. People are just tired of this. They no longer care. She said something racist/bigoted, so she said something the majority of people think too. You can blame only yourself for that. This is exactly like when I covered fucking Shiloh Hendrix, and I was like, you shouldn't call a child a slur, but I understand where people's brains are at because they're fed up with certain things after the Carmelo Anthony fundraiser, and everyone's like, she's...
And by the way, I am still proclaiming it's not as bad calling a child a slur as actually killing someone. How are we even comparing those two things? For fuck's sake. I don't even agree with calling the child a slur. But also I don't give a fuck. Killing someone on the other hand, and the freaking black community pushing him and being like, yeah, good job doing this. Honestly, fuck you freaks. Every single one of you. Paying up a murderer. Disgusting behavior. Freaking animals. Every single one of the people that actually paid up for that murderous ass. It's just...
defending calling a child slurs! Trans children was the one step too much. Now Reddit is of course an echo chamber, but if you go to any site that allows free speech, you'll see that nobody cares and everybody openly hates on this. Please stop being a Karen. Most of you guys here have the attitude of a cyclist. It's a little crazy that they're seething so hard. They're just like, we need to contact the city council. We need to get the government involved. We need to scare the billboard company because it's awful and terrible that this VTuber woman who is just a run-of-the-mill conservative.
And the people wonder, the person that took the video was a registered sex offender. Yes, exactly. That's the next thing. What the fuck did the guy, the registered sex offender, do with a camera? And he didn't have any children, by the way, with him. and just recorded it on a freaking child's playground. Duh. And people wonder why that community is turning into a bunch of feral animals. Yes. People are wondering why, and yet they are doing it, and we're just not putting them down. It's disgusting. Still. Damn. Oh my god, I've got that. Irrelevant. If I get in trouble because of this today, I'm gonna get in trouble, but no normal human being will actually disagree with me.
Is allowed to have a billboard. Conservatives should not be allowed to advertise their businesses. It's actually crazy. Oh my god. Honestly, if I could justify the trip, I'd make the pilgrimage up there to see it. Cute foxu. I'm gonna have to tell my dad. The ad has no racist comments on it. It's safe for work. I see worse billboards. Ohio has multiple billboards talking about hell and abortion with graphic images. This is a random anime women. Go touch grass. True. Y'all are mad pathetic. She's perfect. Aw. I have brain damage, though. Leave it to bigots to call a woman a racist grifter. Do y'all hear yourselves? I think it's also funny that they say that I'm a grifter, which implies I don't believe any of the things that I say, and I only say it for money. But then also assert that I am a Nazi or a white supremacist or a racist. Which one is it? Am I those things, or am I just saying those things for money? It cannot be both.
Yep, mutually
Cope, dilate,
exclusive.
mauled, sneed, feed.
That's just one of the freaking things that is just incomparable. They just don't understand the difference between those two things. It's incredible.
Love schizo foxu. Aye. A desperate racist weeb who won't show her face, but she wants you to watch her bullshit. How did we get there, by the way? How did we get to a point where so many people believe that you should use your real name, your real information, and your real face online?
So they can hunt you down and harass you and your family if they disagree with you. That's why they actually use the same argumentation against ICE agents. They want to see their face, they want to see their names, just to harass them and their families afterwards. Just because they disagree with what they are doing. They want to do the exact same with us. If she was a grifter, she wouldn't talk about print as much as she does. Yeah, exactly. She's not a grifter. She just says her mind. Simple as that.
How did we get there? Because, like, when we were growing up, we were always told, never tell anyone who you are, never give your name out, never give out any information about yourself. The internet is forever. People are crazy, right? Like, fucking Facebook, people born with social media, MySpace and Facebook. I mean, I guess, but it seems just like, why would you not just invent a persona? Sure, the comments beat me to it, but this VTuber is a no racist and right-wing nutcase. What is with you people and your willful ignorance? You're downplaying some majorly horrible things, this VTuber said, chalking it up to differing opinions. You'd probably agree with most of it. Racism, homophobia, white supremacy, hate. I have literally never espoused white supremacy. This is crazy. I've even mocked the Smithsonian for putting out like a pamphlet about white supremacist ideals, and it's just normal shit. Here's the problem, folks.
Yeah.
Don't start blaming me for supporting this shit, but freedom of speech. The First Amendment protects all speech, even the offensive stuff. I don't like it, but it's their right to be bigoted and stupid, just as it is my right to ridicule and mock them for it. Please quit trying to ban things you don't agree with, and to look at them as inspiration for better insults. Even this guy got downvoted. And he's like, I don't even support this, and I think they're a retarded bigot, and he still got downvoted.
Yeah, and by the way, I even agreed to a certain part with him. Fair enough. He did it in a very assholey way, but he's correct.
That's crazy! That's crazy! You agree with me, but it's in the wrong way. Get downvoted, idiot. Fuck Nazis. Kirsche herself would agree with this statement. Funny how that works out. Yes! The response to speech you don't like is more speech, like calling the ad company to express your displeasure. Free speech doesn't mean freedom from consequences or freedom for social rejection. That's correct. And also even this guy that got downvoted for not agreeing correctly literally agrees with calling the billboard company to get it taken down when it's all based on lies. That's crazy. Yeah. And he's still getting downvoted. He's still getting downvoted, man.
Evil. Yeah, at this point, it being called racist is just or the meaning behind it is, how I see it, the literal definition is disagreeing with someone that's on the left. That's the definition of being called racist, Nazi. It's the words actually just lost their entire meaning. They got so washed down that they are meaningless. There is no bite behind them.
Quit trying to ban things you don't agree with, said the centrist, bravely defending a self-described Nazi and somehow actively ignoring minority rights being stripped day by day.
Yeah.
It literally does not matter how many times I say I'm not a Nazi, I've never been a Nazi, I dislike Nazis, my mom dated one and I saw firsthand how fucking retarded they are. Doesn't matter how often I say that, these people will still scream that I am a Nazi anyway. You know nothing about the based fox, who calling her a self-described Nazi is hilarious because it means you have no idea what her views are. She's been quite open about her hatred of Nazis and neo-Nazis, but you're a moron, that's expected. Based Foxu, I can feel my gag reflex firing just from reading that dorky simp shit. Now, that's probably because you haven't sucked a dick in about a week and your gag reflex is coming back. Sorry, bro, you're gonna have to get back on that grind. Only dumbasses take anything that mentally challenged dipshit says seriously. Feel free to add the necessary context to say building mosques is equivalent to a hostile takeover. Did they miss just like everything that has happened in Europe for the last decade? Like they literally think it's simply because of one mosque. They are
No. They just ignore it. They live in a freaking privileged position. They don't have to worry about anything of this, and they just don't care. They just don't care. I seen it's honestly getting worse and worse. And right now, we're just going to a certain point where the entire thing we just won't be able to actually talk this one out. It will end in violence if this continues this way. And this is something that I don't like. I hope we can go in a normal way, or a normal way, just by being normal human beings and just talking with each other. But at this freaking point, I think this will end very bad. The names they have called her have no it and just noise. Not yes, so Armenian, except for the people that still use the word. Yes, it's the grape gangs and kids being, oft, yes, that's why reopen the asylums. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I'm also for reopening the asylums, just getting those freaks out, and even just reintroducing actual work camps in prisons. Just give them something to do so they can pay off the society that they harmed. It's
crazy. Imagine instead of mosques, it's Christian churches. Y'all hate Christians on this app, so I'm sure if you just swap them in your mind, you'll understand where Kirsche is coming from. What the fuck? I think it's kind of doxing yourself to put up billboards. She probably doesn't live far from that area. What an oddly veiled threat. What an odd way to say, this person I don't like put up a billboard in an area I suspect them to live. Let's find out where they do. That's totally not unhinged behavior. If you watch this shit, you have mud between your ears. I know a guy at uni who might be gooning to this right now. Okay, but seriously, this is pure degeneracy. What the fuck? We could call the billboard company and complain. You probably just aren't aware this person on the billboard is an openly racist / bigot. It's not a Karen issue about anime or anything. Kirsche Verstal has a well-documented history of racist, xenophobic, and transphobic behavior. Is Kirsche a Nazi? Yes. If you don't like being called a racist Nazi, you should probably stop saying racist Nazi shit, Kirsche. Well, it's a good thing I don't, and you guys just have Swiss cheese brains. The same thread details her support for the Great Replacement Theory in...
And by the way, this entire thing, because they are calling this stuff right now, but Chatillo, after the pendulum swings back, will just go back and be like, yeah, let's go and be peaceful about it. Then it will be too late for people like this. Then we're gonna have different rules for people like this. And it's not gonna be pretty.
Correct. Anti-immigrant rhetoric. I am against illegal immigration. I have no problem
Yes,
with
fair
actual
enough.
immigrants, but
Me
you guys,
too.
once again, Swiss cheese brains.
And I am
Celebrating Hitler's birthday. Time to get mad at anyone who smokes weed and celebrates 420, I guess, brothers. Using racial slurs. I don't do that because I have to maintain a public image, but if I wouldn't get fired, I could use them more liberally. Mocking black and indigenous communities. This is about the Haka, where they made fools of themselves by doing it in suits in a place that looked really out of place.
Probably.
And displaying white supremacist symbolism. When have I done that? Fucking where, brother? Are they talking about like the accidental, like when I was tweeting out plushies and I didn't notice that there were Nazi books there, but somehow everybody who's anti-Nazi knew exactly what those Nazi books were. Wow, that's weird. That's weird. The one that I deleted? Wow, how strange.
Yeah, and the books were there, but I'm gonna be honest, know your enemy. Just know your enemy.
Strange. Other sources corroborate her history of racist and transphobic content. A DeviantArt rant outlines her public promotion of transphobia. A DeviantArt rant? I don't remember ranting about DeviantArt, but I mean, I probably did. Calling trans women autogynephiliac males. Incorrect, once again. Not all, but trans activists, most, asterisk.
Yeah, no. Most trans people that I know are normal human beings. They just have their thing and they want to be accepted and don't force anything on anybody. Then you have the freaks. And those people, yes, those are, in my opinion, people who shouldn't be out there and spreading their effed up worldview.
And there's a difference between people who are autogynephiliac or ideologues and have actual dysphoria. Her anti-immigrant, once again, anti-illegal immigration, hostile demographic takeover. Another summary describes her mounting harassment campaigns, including defending a fundraiser tied to racist actions and targeting trans journalists. This actual, like, scum-sucking bottom feeder is siding with someone who talks about breeding camps for women.
Yep.
Ain't no way.
Yep.
Ain't no way.
Yeah, of course. He wants the same thing. He doesn't care about human life. He thinks it's worthless. And the only worth that it has for him is entertaining him. He doesn't see the individual. He doesn't care about it. He just wants his selfish ways to be actually done so he can profit from it, and that's all there is.
Brother. Kirsche has responded, but critics say her reaction shows she's aware of the accusations and still refuses to disavow them. What the fuck are they even talking about? You're retarded. Thank you, Swordfish. Anal violence has no credibility. How about coming up with your own opinions rather than regurgitating someone else's? True. Facts get repeated and sourced. No, they don't. The lie is able to run around the world multiple times before the truth even gets its shoes on, man. Her mom dated a Nazi. This guy got fucking downvoted into oblivion. Her mom dated a Nazi, and she, her mom, didn't even hate any other race. She straight up rented a room to a black guy. Holy shit, this guy knows the lore!
Damn.
She was literally living with a black guy. What neo-Nazi does that? Mental gymnastics, that one for me. Hey, also, she left the Nazi, married a liberal hippie, but still fucks the Nazi. There's a joke in there about what women want. Anyway, that's Kirsche's mom, who's crazy, who she hates, who she went no contact with. Her dad is the Giga Chad in her life and her actual role model. Kirsche unironically has one of the most diverse communities and friend group. Meanwhile, I'm guessing just about all of you are white working. I mean, true. If you're working at all, part-time jobs or living off meat butts or doing some nothing IT job where you just put your head down. Meanwhile, Kirsche has people who actively contribute to society. I love my working men! Who actually have skilled labor jobs. That's why every time you idiots try to go after her, you lose and she gets more popular. Because she resonates with the people who are sick of the woke scolds with no actual investment in the country and little to no contribution.
The thing is, she just resonates with normal human beings. Let's not dance around it. Everybody who's, I would say, 90% of the people that are actually against her just pull stuff out of their ass and then just invent something. Are there things that you could criticize Kirsche about or for? Yes, probably. I don't know anything. I don't care. I am sure that if I just sit down with her and talk with her for 6 hours straight, I would agree and disagree on some points. That doesn't mean that it's bad or worse, because even with my best friend in the world, I still disagree on things. So yeah, that's not even something special. It is what it is.
Enjoy your Reddit gold because it's the only worthwhile award you'll ever have. I would like frame this if I could. This is like the best counter to the seed. He wasn't even like mean about it. He's just like, you're kinda fucking worthless. She thinks a Brazilian like you to be trash, threatening to do a hostile takeover. She unironically does it. Like, yeah, no, I don't. They're making up lies and getting mad about it. True and real. Thanks for doing the legwork for me. I got a new follow. Trans children are the aftermath of modern Munchausen by proxy parents. Trans kids' moms feel special. True. I can tell by the anime avatar, German name, and gaming that they're racist. This was a good one. This is insane. How much, like, there's still like a bunch of comments. What's next? A Proud Boys billboard? Well, I'm not a government agent, so, you know. And then, like, these other two threads, this was on a YouTube drama. Seeing the internet freaks break containment and buy physical advertisement is really weird. I don't know their pronouns, but how much were they making to get the rights to have a billboard advertisement for their streaming career? Or why, what some 75-year-old guy is going to be like, Foxu in gaming, golly, I'm going to see this person on my grandchildren's iPad. Are people on Reddit unable to perceive fun? Are they just unable to perceive whimsy, just doing something because you think it would be fun or funny? Like,
a lot of people have problems with that, yeah. But I think that that's more of a of the times that we are in right now, because everybody is actually going for the maximum production they can, or just getting the maximum out of being as productive as you can, blah blah blah, and just simply having fun is a rarity. And yes, I'm doing this YouTube stuff for fun. Yeah. You can imagine that it's just, well, it is what it is. I mean, I start to make some money from it. It's a few euro, but it's not even the thing that I wanted to do with it. It's good because right now I am actually waiting for the money to come in to the degree of that I can have a nice background for my stream. And I'm gonna actually hire the same artist that I got for this model. Maybe even a few, an extra thing where I'm gonna, well, look a bit differently. But it's alright. This is planning for the future.
I just don't understand, man. Someone in Chicago. This is just seething about the billboard. They're not even talking about, like, me. This is weird. Can someone fill me in on the VTuber involved? And of course, they link the fake thread. People are saying she's a Nazi because she's right-wing. Popcorn Eater says, literally talks about the racist talking point known as the Great Replacement. That's Nazi shit. This person just believes them. They're just like, oh, thanks. Here's another person linking the disingenuous thread. Sounds like she's a bit worse than a right-winger. Maybe she's just like any other right-winger, which is not a great look if you're implying that you're the same. I hate VTubers. This is sad. Could have been used to advertise a cancer research facility, and it's going.
Yeah, and you could also use your time to actually help the facility to build it or do actual work for your community in the same time. What are we talking about? Get the fuck out. It's
well, this.
well,
people paid with their own money for a billboard advertisement. I'm mad because this could have gone to cancer research instead. These people aren't fucking real. Streamer in question's pro-Nazi propaganda like Great Replacement, as well as just being a homophobe. I'd say racist as well, but Great Replacement already kind of covers that. Kirsche specifically said horrible transphobic, homophobic, and racist shit before, and even news articles were made about...
You know what? I think we got the gist of it. It's fine. Kirsche is just... I just hope that she just gets peace. This woman needs it. She should get it. She should get some peace and do the things that she did. It's just... well, it is what it is, I guess.